With audio, if you have your work here presented only as a link, it will not be critiqued, nor will it be graded, and you'll get a 0. So always make sure you present things as requested. If I ask for a JPEG, give me a JPEG. If I ask for it to be visible, it needs to be visible. That's on you. That said, if you want a critique and yours isn't mentioned here, I'm happy to give you the feedback during lab. You'll have a couple of labs coming up. And that said, I'm going to move right along because I want to get these done as efficiently and as quickly as possible. All right, and here we go. So on this one here, I like the setting. I like the piano. And I like just about everything about this. There's a little bit of texture on the ground. I can tell it's in a living room somewhere against the wall. I love the painting. So yes, works out very well. A little bit flat, a little bit one-dimensional, two-dimensional, but that's okay. This one here, so you do have the word in the object to remind people. The assignment was to keep the word inside of the object, so it is part of the object and not just letters slapped into the object. That was supposed to be transformed into the object. If it's transformed around the scene, I will accept that as well, not penalize it, as long as you've shown me that you've done a lot of work. And that said, please watch this entire critique, because if I've said something once in the sake of expediency, I will kind of yada yada you and say I've said it before. So if you get yada yada, now you know. All right, so here we are with this wonderful giant cupcake thing. I love it. It's on a table. It's on a display somewhere. My question is, where is this display? Is it at a bridal show? Is it in their studio? Is it in their window? Just a little more context. There's no horizon line. Where's the ground? Where's the ground end and the wall begin, right? I like it. It's just kind of a random, abstract kind of a location. And you can make this real. I mean, you could take this whole picture, shrink it down, put it inside of a window outside of a store, right? And put little reflection lines over it, and now it's in a store window, and I get that. All right, I'm going to say the same thing for this one here, Caitlin. I love what you've done here, and I just realized that some letters were here. Look at that. I love what you've done with this entire scene. It just feels a bit flat. And why is that? Well, part of it, I think, is because the ground plane and the wall are the same exact color, which is blah beige, and maybe the carpet's a different color. Maybe there's something going on these walls. Maybe just a little bit of a texture, a little something, and then definitely more contrast with your tables and your wall, right? So that they pop out. If you want to make this feel like it's a real scene, make it feel like it's a real scene. And then another way to get rid of flatness is to add highlights and shadows, right? That gives us the idea of volume. It makes something that's flat look more round. So maybe if you wanted a sense of light, some shapes on here that were transparent, that were lighter, that would create highlights, and maybe some will create shadows. And we'll probably get an example down the line. But if nothing else, separate out your background a little bit so that it has a little more dimension. It just feels uber flat right now and a little uber boring. And are these mirrors? Or are these windows? If they're windows, what's outside the window? It could be blurry. There is a blur thing. And if it's a mirror, well, can I see the reflection of this? Maybe a little transparent in each one of these, a little distorted. Just thoughts. All right, love the avocados. They're so much fun. That said, where are they? Are they surfing? Are these surfboards? If so, should they be a rooster tail on these? Should there be a wave crashing down above them if they're surfing avocados? As if this is the ocean and they're surfing, should there be a horizon line where the sky begins and the water ends? Is this water, I guess, is my next question. Water is rarely just blue with a line, right? I would use a different watercolor brush maybe, and then have some transparency over stuff, because water is transparent. It's going to show you different dimensions. So I love the figures. I think that the background is not fully resolved yet, and it could use a little more context. Is this a beach? And they're showing off for their other vegetable or fruit friends. I think it might be a fruit. I'm not sure. So maybe there's a horizon line where the beach is, and there's like their friend, the plantain, and the, I don't know, cucumber are sunning over here somewhere. I don't know. There you go. And it appears we have another one. Peter, that is a link. No, no. I will not open links. Hey, I like this one. I don't recall seeing this one last time, but I probably did. I know I did, because it's been up here since February 8th. I like the sense of shadow, a sense of light and shadow. That's nice. What if there was a little bit of sense of shadow to all of these? I like the fact that the flowers all have the letters in here. I think that's amazing, amazing. So you have a sense of light beginning here. What if there was a little bit of a light shape over here that then made a, the idea of light and shadow? It could be a dark shape over here, and that could be carried on just a little bit in the flowers to keep hinting at that. And finally, where are we? What is this? It's a table against a wall. Is this somebody's home? Are there pictures on the wall? Is there a window over here? There should be a window over here if this is where the shadow is, right? A window behind it, maybe, if the shadow is coming forward. Things to think about. All right, another one. Julie, I can't. I won't. It's going to make these fatigues take way too long, and it's not following directions. I will not reward bad behavior. So make sure your stuff is posted and visible if you want feedback on it. End of story. And you're not going to get a grade. I'm going to get a big fat 0 so I can see it. So again, I'm going to say this again, yada, yada, yada. Where is this? Where is this? I love the fish bowl. I love the fish. I love all the detail in it, but where is it? Is it on a table? Is it by a window? Is it near a cat? Where is this thing? Is it, near a couch? I don't know where the fishbowl is. So give me a place for it to live. At least a horizon line and some surfaces, right? And some details and some hinting. I love, love, love this. Again, I'm going to just yada yada you and say, I love the fact that we have a location, we have a horizon line, and this is, I'm guessing, is a table of sorts. What if there was some kind of background here that would give me an idea of where I might be at? Am I at a sushi bar sitting at the bar? Is there like a menu back here? And I don't know, some other things that are happening in the kitchen? Or is this in a restaurant and I'm by the window? Or am I by a wall? Is there wallpaper back here? I guess I'm saying this because the rice and the wall have the same exact color. And quite frankly, it could be improved. Very small improvement. And I think that would elevate this to make it so much better. All right, I love the pool noodles. I love everything about this. One comment is that the grass and the sky are very flat. Everything here, the water's not very flat, and the water's got a sense of light, so maybe make this a little darker over here on one side, lighter on the other, right? Let's hint at light, let's hint at it. Let's give this some volume. So if the light's coming this way, this would be in shadow here, a little gradient, right? Getting darker. And then a little bit of texture. As I said before, the sky is never really one color blue. It is always a more saturated blue directly above your head than it is at the horizon line. So a gradient, maybe some texture for grass, and then the line between the horizon there is pretty straight. And what if it was curved, or what if it had some detail so that it looked like it was grass? All right. Same thing here. Where is this golf green? I would have really not appreciated the F here being the F. What is that? I'm not sure what that is. So I see no reason why the F could not have been made into the flag somehow. And there could have been an O here for golf, and an L somewhere, and maybe the G could have been a set of golf clubs, but spelling it out is not at all what we wanted from this at all. So that said, I think you're on your way there. How else could I have made this? I could have made the G, the apron around this, right? Maybe there's an apron and it gets interrupted by some sand, making it into a G. And maybe the shadow of this pin becomes part of the G, right? Y'all see what I'm saying? And then we could have had a horizon line of a golf course, some hills maybe, because I can hilly. Maybe a tree in the distance, some sky, right? All right. All right, so this one is not at all in the spirit of the assignment. So if you reread it, you will see that I did not want you to type the word. This is a no. There's no reason why the word cup could not have been in the word cup, But then again, I said no three-letter words in the assignment. So there's that too as well. While I think this is a great logo and I like what you've done here with it, it does not fit the spirit of the assignment, and it's not going to score very well at all because, yeah, you made an artifact, and no, the artifact does not fit what was requested for the assignment. So listen to the rest of these critiques. I'm going to move on. I love this. Again, what I said about the sky. The sky is rarely ever just flat. It's a gradient. We have some context here, but where's the rest of the context? So am I looking at a garden? Is there a ground here? Am I looking up at the sky? If this is mostly sky, where are the clouds? Overlapping, beautiful, fluffy clouds. Give this guy some cute little face. I know that's the backside. He can have little cute little eyes, though. Eyes are always a million miles. We have some shading here, some gradient, and then we have none anywhere else, which makes this feel really flat. So some more gradients, please. And give me some kind of horizon line, some kind of context. Where are we? Are these, yeah, where is this exactly? Same thing with the fishy fish. Is this in an aquarium? Is this on a coral reef? Why is it alone? You could clone this one fish and make it, I don't know, less saturated, less colorful, and put a school of them in the background, right? So where are we? Is this a reef? It's a pretty boring reef. Where's the ground at on this reef? And again, water is not just one color. It's actually, if you're scuba diving, brighter as you go towards the surface and gets darker as you go down. So water should have a gradient the opposite of a sky. All right, and there's my old critique, and I'll delete that here momentarily. And some sneakers, and I remember seeing the sneakers last time, and I said, give the sneakers a place to live. Where is this purple place that we are? I see that we have a table, but is this a sneaker store where there's more sneakers on the wall? If so, can we hint those sneakers? Can you give me some more context? Are there slats on this wall? You follow me? Right now it just feels super flat, but it is an improvement over what you had, and I do appreciate that. But yeah, we need to have, and the word sneakers is now in the sneakers. I believe it was somewhere else before. I'm trying to recall from my memory. All right. So yeah, so a little more context. That flatness is never your friend, unless you're really good at what you're doing, but you have some shading here. I know you can work a gradient. Maybe show me that this is one of those slat walls with other shoes, and maybe there's another slat of wood coming out here and here. I don't know where we're at. You tell me. All right. If I didn't see yours, I didn't critique it, and that's on you, not me. I'm sorry about that, but life goes on.